What? You can't just drop a despair bomb like us on that. And then you get a cliffhanger, and we won't even get a chapter in the next 2 weeks or so, or whatever, because of an Oban festival. But at least we got an explanation on how the first Sorcerer Magic Emperor returned to his youth. Although I think a lot of people will still complain. At least this new arc is kicking with the promise of something that I have wanted to see for a very long time. And that is the reveal of the other kingdoms. The angry anime fan that is better viewer, and this is Black Clover chapter 215. And yes, as you know, I didn't watch a single other review of last week's chapter because I knew everyone would just complain and did not like it. So, but Yame's reaction to all of this situation is almost a little bit similar to all those angry ones about saying what happened to everything I put my faith in, everyone who trusted my life or everything else. But he is still happy. As William apologizes for what he has been doing, Julius says to him that what you have done is a heavy crime. Therefore, you have to make up for it with every ounce of your time, and it won't be a moment to rest. People are saying that William will get off pretty easily, but if you think about it, that is not easy at all. He will have to make it up for the rest of his life. Julius is just a very kind person. He was the most understandable character ever. So why do you complain about the fact what he's doing to William? I mean, you complain that he came back to life. Yes, I see that, and yes, I can understand why. It did take away a little bit more the emotion of it all. However, you also have to realize that Julius' kindness and the fact what he did was what made him a very intriguing character to begin with. This is not easily forgiven. This is simply a kindness of that. It is my fault as well. I lost and I couldn't stop you. Therefore, you had to live to make up for it. In some cases, there are some places where dying is, escape. For example, Asta said that to Patri, who still came back with the Lich's face, mind you, that death is just an escape or something else. Therefore, stick with me and fight this hatred. That is Julius's words. And William swears with tears with the sign. Either way, later on he gathers Asta and his harem. Well, sorry, I just couldn't refuse saying that. Noel, Mimosa, and Sekre. I actually don't know why he has gathered them, but again, it's basically Asta's harem, so to speak. Although I'm pretty sure I don't want them. Is that So either way, Yami casually reveals that this is the first Magic Emperor, but the Magic Emperor reveals that his magic has greatly been depleted because his grimoire was lost, and now he has only one single page. So that one page we saw when he came back to life, that is a sign. He hasn't only gone back in his life. His grimoire has now seriously just one single spell. Although, to be honest, I still don't really understand how these grimoire systems really work. I mean, I do understand that people write new magic through their will into their grimoire, allowing them to use it. And yet sometimes it seems that people have so much magic in their grimoire that I have sometimes wondered, do they even need them to begin with? I mean, it's like hope, and I love hope. So it's their wishes are writing chapters in grimoires, allowing that magic to be used. It is a strange system, but it works anyway. So, but Julius is also declaring that the battle has weakened the influence of nobles who believe this country should be nobility. And the Magic Emperor reveals on why he actually became like this. Turns out he found an old ancient magic tool, which was a magic store in technology. Its name was Shallow Tail, which was one of those devices that Sekre and the first Magic Emperor Lumiere invented. And his time magic and Swallowtail were very compatible, so little by little he stored both his own time and magic in the crest in his forehead. And and perhaps in the device too. So he would use that. So he would use the tool. So the forehead became basically the magic tool. So he stored one into himself. So so he didn't expect him to rewinding his life this much, but it's truly was a sight. Of course, Asta is glad about seeing that, but also Julius cannot help but being fanboying over who Sekra is and what kind of unusual magic it is until Yami stops. As the girls realizes that this is definitely the first Magic Emperor. He then gets to the second and third problems. The first problem was basically that his magic is now greatly depleted. The second is that the Clover Kingdom is likely gonna be overthrown by the foreign lands. Well, I didn't predict that, but there was a great suspicion that, if you thought about it, the elves destroyed the Clover Kingdom. So if the other kingdoms do not use this opportunity to invade Clover, I would just have said, seriously? So Clover is greatly weakened now. And we haven't seen the other kingdoms, so this is what this arc is going to be about. It's going to be about the other kingdoms. At long last, we're going to get into them. So you should get excited. However, it's the final line in this chapter that makes me question it. And the third problem is that he predicted Asta will die. Or perhaps both. And I'm just saying the same. Wait. What? You can't just throw a cliffhanger like that and not explaining on why. Asta will die? I mean... Oh... What the hell does that even mean? It's... what do you mean Asta will die? The elf Gorsh once said that Asta's great power would come at a great price. Is that what he meant? Is that meant that Asta's gonna die? Is he implying that the demon inside Asta is now corrupting him and slowly killing him? Or is he implying that Asta will die if he fights the kingdoms as he is now? Or something else? Why do you drop these situations? I know it is meant for comedy, but this is only despair. Couldn't you just have said the same to Juno? It once again shows just how much of the foil Asta and Juno is. Juno is born lucky, and until the very end, Asta is born unlucky. Now he is even fated to die, for reasons we do not even know. And why are the girls here? Why are the entourage girls just here? Is it because Asta was there and they walked with him, or is it something else? I don't know. All I know is explanations. Not necessarily a bad chapter. The bad thing is just that Asta will die, and we don't even get an explanation, and we're not gonna get an explanation for the next 3 or 2 weeks or so, perhaps. And so yeah, the other kingdoms, that's the arc's gonna happen. The Diamond Kingdom, last time we saw that, Mars promised he would change the king, even if that would have to be brainwashing. Is it possible they can align themselves with them? But there is this corrupt person on the other side. And the Heart Kingdom, yeah. Things, it's gonna be a war against the other kingdoms. At least that should be a good arc, you know? But the final line took away the awesomeness of this chapter completely. It is full of despair now. Give me a false if you have any.